And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Game 3, Day 1 here of the Rapides Parish Girls Tournament. It is the 2023 Cenla Clash. I am Doug Gann alongside of Billy French, Chuck Perkins, taking care of all of the camera work out here for us tonight and all the switching, the producing, and such as that. But this is the host team, Oak Hill. The Lady Rams tonight drives Brett McCormick crazy, calling them the Lady Rams because isn't it the U's or whatever they are? Yeah,
but they're the Lady Rams.
That's a debate that will never go down. But we mentioned our man Brett McCormick of OneT Photography because our streaming is brought to us. He is the title sponsor of our coverage of this, so check him out, OneT Photography on there. Sheriff Mark Wood, of course, a help in this. Val's Stitch Witch Boutique. Go check it out on Facebook. It's Val's Stitches on Facebook. Go out there and see that. And then BU Designs, who has created our... And there you see it on your screen up there. There's Val's Boutique on the far left side of it. But we could not do anything that we do here without those folks along there, and then our sponsors that you'll see rotating in the corner. Tonight, you will see the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down in the lower left-hand corner. Billy, what have you seen so far today, buddy?
We've seen some really good basketball here thus far tonight. Tioga takes the W in the first game, and Glenmore, man, that was so much fun to watch that Glenmore Lady Wildcats team here. I imagine we're going to see something very similar with this Oak Hill Lady Rams as well. But, man, just really, really good basketball. Early on here in the season, it seems like normally it takes a little bit of time for teams to start getting that momentum and to be that consistent. But, man, that Glenmore team never let them up.
They didn't. And, you know, a lot of these schools will play bigger teams. Coach West was on with us at halftime of that second game. Told us she's going down into a big tournament. There were 15 teams that are in that one. It's double elimination, and anybody can win that tournament that's in there. So they're playing these games. We've seen games against Fairview and Florine and that Coach West and her lady, the Lady Rams have played. And just excited about being here. But you turn around, you look at Peabody, head coach Gary Stewart, and that brings his Lady War Horses into this one. And they don't buy into the hype. They don't buy into the pomp, the circumstance, any of that. They're here. What do you know about the two lower seeds in both the games today?
Yeah, of course, you know, Tioga and Bolton come in. Bolton's a number 4 seed. Again, all these seedings go by last year's record.
That's right.
But Tioga blows Bolton out. Didn't even score until the second quarter almost.
Right, 17-0 after one.
Yeah, and so they go in there, and then Ash, the number 3 seed overall in this tournament.
The 5A school, too.
Right, 5A come in there against Glenmore, and Glenmore beat them almost by 30.
We're out
and it's
without
crazy. And now granted, Ash was out without their starting point guard as well.
But I don't think you control the hot hand of Landon Kate Wells, who was the MVP, and then Alexia Branch, and then Martin, and then you just go down the list of players, and we expect to see that same sort of offensive structure by this Oak Hill Lady Rams team. They will shoot the three, they'll dribble, penetrate, and they'll get after it.
Not to mention, we hadn't even seen the other defending state champs with Northwood Lena. That'll be tomorrow, which we'll have that here all day long again tomorrow. And
Tioga said in that rematch they'll play them.
And I'll tell you, Wells does have a hot hand. When I was walking out earlier and I shook hands, told her good game tonight. Her hand was actually
See what
pretty
you
warm.
have to deal.
Y'all pray for me tomorrow. Doug won't be here tomorrow. It'll just be me and Chuck.
We will be doing.
My goodness.
We will be doing the Thomas Bachman shot. I've got to remind him.
Yes, we're going to let them go ahead here and get the prayer and everything and the starting lineups.
For the third annual Cenla Clash tournament. We would like to thank everyone for coming, and we'd like to shout out our sponsors for the tournament. Cenla Louisiana Surgical Hospital, RPW Consulting, Ducey Flooring Contractors, Levos, BK Distributors, Impact, BSN Sports, Coca-Cola, and Walk-Ons. And at this time, Arella Mitchell, 7th grader, is going to give the prayer.
Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father, through that came for our Lady of Lord. I pray that you keep each player safe on both teams, Lord. Pray that the weather gets better and everyone stays safe. I pray for safe travels in Jesus' name. Amen.
And now the start lineups. First, from the Peabody Lady War Horses. Junior, number 1, Aviana Glassberg. Senior, number 32, Mackenzie Green. Senior, number 35, Shania Hongo. Junior, number 10, Kiara Jones. And sophomore, number 14, Jayla Sanders. Now for your Oak Hill Lady Rams. Starting at guard, senior, number 1, Christina Green. Playing center, number 54, senior, Alexis Dyer. Number 12, junior point guard, Briley Ducey. number 15, Jody Jowers. And sophomore guard, number 24, Lane Johnson. Good luck tonight to both teams.
And we are back here getting ready for the nighttime matchup. This is Oak Hill. This is Peabody. Lady Rams, Lady Warhorses. And look, you can't be fun at the old ballpark here. Our title sponsor watching some of this and does our statting for us along the way for 446 Sports too. Brett McCormick, BRET, hence the 1T. And, of course, brother-in-law who does the production for us on the Ash games is Brett with 2 T's, B-R-E-T-T. So we've started calling him 2T, as the case may be.
As the case may be.
Getting ready to jump things to get going. Alexis Dyer, the senior center, and we followed her career a long time. Solid player. Keasia Jones, and it is controlled by Oak Hill, and the Lady Rams are off and running.
Super excited about this matchup here. We're going to see this. This is my first time seeing Oak Hill this year, and I know how well this offense is going to be good.
Well, indeed they are. No seniors on that state championship team from a year ago. All 5 starters return and all the players on here. But I'll tell you something Coach West said in just a minute. That's over in the corner. That shot is from 3. It's over in the corner. No good. Rebound controlled by Briley Ducey, and she's got it back up top to Green, trying to reset things. Back over to Laney. Laney's got it now back into the corner. One more time. The 3 is up, and it's no good. But Alexis Dyer in there getting the board, and it's knocked away and out of bounds on 35 by Cenla Hongo. And so what Coach West told me in there, and I said, how do you get them fired up? She says, well, this team has never won a state title. I said, well, they did last year. She said, yeah, they're different classes. Alexa Dyer gets into the scoring. I said, well, there you go. That's correct.
Whatever it takes to motivate, absolutely.
Full court press, and there's defense. A 5-second call on the inbound.
That's the first one we've seen all day.
All day.
And those points scored earlier is your first points on your Wallace Island Associates scoreboard.
There you have it.
Shout out Chuck Perkins.
Lady Rams are the home team. That shot is for 3 up at the top of the key and no good. The rebound controlled by Green, kicked back out and just firing away 3s. Goodness gracious.
Free 3s.
Oh, good job coming up. Christina Green getting in and knocking that away.
2-0 early on here. Oak Hill on top of Peabody.
6:47, just early on in this one. Dyers thought about the 3. We saw her the first year we did this tournament when it was over at Bolton. That one shot is up and no good. I guess she would have been a freshman at that point, or sophomore, if I can remember which year that it was, and had such an impressive performance. And we told you to watch out for that young lady, and she has turned into just that player.
Oh, 2 Oak Hill players running into each other, smiling. There, thank goodness everybody's okay.
Yeah, Jayla Sanders took a bad spot in the middle of that, but she hopped right back up. Good to see that. Sub coming in for Peabody, and that's Malia Adam. Malia Adam checking in, and she'll take the place of number 10, Keasia Jones. That shot is up and off base. Rebound controlled by Ducey, and the Lady Rams are off and running, quickly getting into the front court. Swung over to the corner to Green. She's got it for 3, no good. Rebound controlled, and Green is going to pick up the personal foul if she came in at the very end of it.
Early on here, shots aren't falling for Oak Hill, but once they do start falling, this Peabody team will be coming out of that zone in a heartbeat, because there is a ton of time. They haven't had any contested shots from the 3-point line. Oak Hill just hasn't knocked them down yet.
That zone has set back a little inside the perimeter. We saw Ash go to that one. It kind of spoiled the shooting of Glenn Moore, but Glenn Moore shot through that and went back to the backdoor passes.
Man, what a fun day of basketball early on here. We got 2 more days of this, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to have here in this beautiful Cenla Clash tournament here, Rapides Parish Schools. A lot of fantastic team, 2 state champions in this tournament. A team that already upset one of the state champions earlier on in the year. They're going to repeat that matchup tomorrow with Tioga and Northwood Lena.
Back court has been whistled, and it was just the foot that touched it by Jayla Sanders. She comes in and doesn't see where she's at on the court. Set to trigger it in from the side. Jody Jowers gets it up to the front to Duce. Back to Jowers now. And the lob inside.
Nice.
Kicked back out. A great ball movement. That three is off the mark as well. And over in the corner to Dyer. She's going to try her first one. And she airs that one out. Rebound controlled by Lainey Johnson. And they'll reset. And Billy, true to form, they've made one of their three.
Right.
Or none of their threes so far.
But look, I mean, everything that they are taking when they do take the threes, nice move there to the inside. They're uncontested, just like this. And they're eventually going to start falling.
Look, that rim just unkind on there. And that is my unofficial count, 0 for 10 from downtown here in the first 3 minutes. Good head fake, now going to the basket, unable to get that one to fall out of bounds. Ball will stay with. Correction, it's going off. It said it was off of Peabody.
I thought it was off.
And as did I. Jowers gets that inside to Duce.
Uncontested, just to the end, and still not falling. But again, it could very well be 17-0.
But the rebounding by Peabody is what's kept this just a 2-point game. That one is slapped away.
Appreciate everybody watching on Facebook. But don't forget, we have Facebook and we have YouTube. So if you have a smart television at home, you're laying in bed, you're having to look at your phone, hey, turn that smart TV on, put it on YouTube, and watch it just like you can any other show or any other basketball game. And I promise you, a lot of people forget about our YouTube, but we do have the YouTube as well as the Facebook.
And that's where a lot of folks go. These games are archived. They'll never go away, so you'll be able to go home and watch this game again. You know, Oak Hill does a great job of live streaming their games. But from right up here, and we're happy to be a part of tonight's. That shot is up, and it's good from downtown. Malia Adam gets the first basket.
And that puts Peabody on the board here.
That's from an 0 for 11 start from the field, and that's what'll happen. You let a team just stick around. Now going back the other way is Glasper. That ball is knocked around there, scrapping on the floor.
So after all, like you said, Doug, after all those shots that were taken and missed, Peabody with one possession has taken the lead here.
Well, if you just make half, if you shoot 50% from beyond, or let's take another step, shoot 30%, which is average back there. You're talking about an 11-3 game, and you're on your way. But you're 0 for 11 start from beyond the arc, and that's difficult.
Peabody moving the wrong. That's a good block right there. Just got a finger on it to 23, enough to slow it down.
Yeah, great work by Braylee Cetus, the freshman who comes into this one. Kicked out to the corner. Now Cetus tried to pay her off. That banks around and no good. 0 for 12 from beyond the arc.
I'm not sure, but of course that's a popular name. Cetus, that's also the softball coach. Brandon Cetus.
Yes.
So I guarantee you that's some type of relation there. Kind of have an athlete. I'm sure we'll see her on the softball field as well.
Peabody takes the timeout in this one, and Coach West talking to her crew about moving and driving and saying, hey, look, if we're not going to make the baskets, perhaps let's go to the rack and see what we can find there. You just got to – shooters are going to shoot, and you got to get that confidence. But the rim has been unkind for Oak Hill in this first, first 4 minutes and a second.
What happened to home court advantage here, huh? You know, even your own home court here sometimes can let you down a little bit, and you can tell Coach West is not a very happy lady right now over there. And looking like her mulky, you know, she got the whole outfit going on over there.
She does not have the bling of tonight. It's just a regular sport coat. I'm telling you, that one she had for Veterans Day was something. It was a red, white, and blue flag sequined one. Foul is going to be whistled there. And checking back in is number 35, Hongo. Comes back in, and very subdued crowd. The crowd just normally when you're in Oak Hill, you're hearing a lot of excitement from the crowd, and been lulled to sleep in this one.
I was expecting that same what we had last game against with Ash and Glen Mora, but it hadn't quite lived up to there quite yet.
That one bangs around and no good. Controlled back out. New group that's in there. Dyer working inside, though. They'll try to get her going underneath, and she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot too.
And you could just tell early on, Dyer's kind of that leader underneath there. You could tell that she She's been the one like talking a good bit with the team here, kind of pumping everybody up that's been out there, even though they're struggling.
It was the pregame Dr. Pepper Icy that
That's
I think
what it was.
did it, and we were trying to get one of those from her. She's like, absolutely not.
No, you're not having it. She's like, I'll get you a water, but you ain't taking my Icy.
Right. She's got all 3 of the Oak Hill Lady Rams points, looking to finish that off, and does. Bags them both. That's 4 points now for the senior center. Yeah, that was her pregame ritual,
Yeah.
she said. Say that she was over the line, was stepped on, a Peabody player stepped inside and caused that turnover.
Yeah, that full court press by Oak Hill, I guarantee you that's going to cause havoc pretty much all night here on this ball game. Good move.
Inside
good cut.
pass, and it's going to be a foul and going back to the free throw line. That's Christina Green that was coming down the lane trying to get on the inbounds and was blocked there. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate all of our sponsors. Doug's announced them quite a few times here. We can't tell you enough how much we appreciate as she makes the first of 2. Christina Green here, as we got a couple subs coming in. Coming out is Dyer, and coming in for her is Lainey Johnson. As we also have another sub, 15, going to be coming in here. That's Jody Jowers as well. And we appreciate all of our sponsors here at 446 Sports as she misses the second.
Really an 8-player rotation for Coach West in this group, and led by the 2 seniors that are out there, Green and Dyer, but you've got a couple of juniors, Duce and Jowers, and then the sophomore, Lainey Johnson. So you'll start to see some of these younger players that rotate through there and just continuing to build for the future.
Green comes out, Jowers is in. Oh, good job right there by the Peabody defense.
Yeah, that was just standing in the way. Jayla Sanders gets that to fall.
And a good job there. That's going to be a foul on 15, which is Jowers just came into the game. Jowers gets her first foul.
And Brayley is Brandon's daughter.
Yep, I got the message here. Our former title sponsor, after the comment he sent me a little while ago. No, I'm just kidding.
Speak for yourself. This is still brought to you by OneT Photography. Go, Brett.
I'm just kidding, Brett. You're good, buddy.
Speak. That's right. Look, he joined us on Coach Speak this year on Sunday nights, and that was when we recapped the season. Look forward to continue our Quibidos Player of the Week with basketball, softball, baseball, and then we'll, at the end of the overall school year, there's the run out. We'll tell you about it after this from Duce. Gets that one to fall.
Good ball movement by Oak Hill.
We will name a player of the week from each sport, or from each week, and it doesn't matter. It could be a soccer player, could be bass fishing, could be a lot of those things. But at the end of the year, we will name a boys player of the year and a girls player of the year, depending on what sport. Who knows what sport it could come from.
I like that.
And
I
so
like that
that's
idea.
all from our friends at Quibido, Chef John Valenzuela and family there. And we've got our end of the year football banquet that'll be coming up in December. We'll announce our Quibido's Player of the Year, but that will extend throughout the season. So who knows? It might be somebody in this very room tonight.
I'm excited about that. I like eating at Quibido's. Am I invited to that?
That one is thrown away. I didn't. It's bad in my ear. I didn't hear that. You see some of the younger Rams over there wanting to get into the game.
Yeah.
Standing room only on that side of it. Folks making their way in. Just excited to be here at Oak Hill. Weather moved through. Boy, was it nasty there for a while. Tornado came pretty close to here. Prayers for everybody in the path of that tornado.
And just the bad storms in general.
Right.
Good defense right there by Peabody, by Oak Hill, forcing the turnover right there. And that's all just in their face, making it difficult to get around.
Just the one three-pointer in this game for Peabody, and that was Malia Adam that got that. Going to the basket, spun around. That is Cassie Lacaz, the junior. So you see the starters, you see Lacaz, you see Brayley Cetus comes in.
And here comes
And
Duce
now you get-
and Green back into the ball game.
Well, you get Dyer back into
Not
the
Duce, I'm
game
sorry,
and
Dyer,
Green.
yes, sir.
One thing I've noticed with the Oak Hill is they seem to be charging that lane, drawing those fouls, and is that part of their discipline to go ahead and try to get these Peabody Warhorses in foul trouble?
Well, the biggest thing that you're going to see out of it is that they were 0 for 11 from beyond the arc. And when you saw the timeout, you could see Coach West saying, look, just go to the basket, quit shooting the threes for right now. and let's go in there and establish ourselves, which they've done in here since then. So, yeah, if the threes aren't falling, you can either shoot out of it or you can just drive to the basket, and they've done a great job of that.
Here comes that full court press again by that Oak Hill Lady Rams.
Look at a little bit of an offensive foul is what it was.
Oh, they're calling it on White. They're calling that on Oak Hill. I mean, she hit her in the face.
Yeah, that was whistled. That was whistled on 15 Jody Jowers on that foul, and it was right here in front of where we were at, and behind the official.
Yeah.
Couldn't see the clear out perhaps on there, and just saw the stop, but that was it. That Oak Hill defense back in there. Amaya Courts, the sophomore point guard. Amaya, I'll have to check and see on that. Has checked into the game, and she's in there, part of that eight-man rotation for Oak Hill. Oh, swinging on that one is Lainey Johnson and swatting that out.
Throw it down, Lainey.
8-3 in this one. Just the lone three. A couple of baskets from Dyer, a basket and 2 free throws. And then Green is that as a free throw, and Riley Ducey a basket, and that one up and over and gone. And look, you love the work that's being put on over here by Coach Gary Stewart.
Yeah.
He has really got his defense playing well in this game.
Absolutely. Got a lot of young talent on that team he's going to have to mold here. You're going against a very veteran state championship team right here. So you got to just stay to yourself here and be smart.
Dyer gets it up around now to the corner. That shot is no good. Good work inside, but Green, she's unable to get that to fall out, and that's going to go off the foot.
Oh, they didn't see it. Evidently, it's going to go Peabody's way.
It is. It went off the foot of 34.
Yeah, it was off of Courts' foot there on the near side. Dyer blocking things up on the inside and hustling in his grip. Well, Green is everywhere in this game.
Again, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, give us a shout out here. Tell us who you're cheering for or where you're at. And that way we maybe kind of see where we're catching people from. We got people all over the country that watch here on 446 Sports.
Boy, that was good work underneath by the Peabody player 14. She sliding out, and Jayla Sanders just comes in and knocks the ball off of the Oak Hill Lady Ram and knocked it out of bounds, and they'll retain possession.
Saves that possession right there. Does Peabody?
Been an uneventful first quarter in this one, to say the least. I think defense has a little bit to do with it, but got a lot of shots missed. There's a turnover. Back over into the corner. The shooting woes continue for Oak Hill in this one, and look, you won't be able to do a lot of that, and ball getting tied up there between 32 and 14. 14 is Arella Mitchell, 32, Mackenzie Green.
If the score stays indicative of what's going on right here, that matchup tomorrow with Glenmora and Oak Hill, you're going to have to be able to shoot at least 35% from 3 to keep up with that Glenmora
And that
team.
was 12. Do say that it was tied up with.
Getting a little chippy there. A lot more fouls this ball game than we've seen thus far in the first 2 matchups.
So here's the difference in that Glenmora game that we saw a moment ago. Is that Wells and that group lights out. I mean, they hit 11 threes in that game total before it was over with.
Yeah, and again, Oak Hill's wide open. They are getting the shots. They're just not falling, but the hustle's there. You can see it right there. Those will eventually start falling, and when they do, it's going to expand quick, and it's going to be in a hurry. And, you know, if you're going to struggle, it's okay to struggle sometimes. Just, you know, try to fix it as soon as you can.
Inside. Swinging there, and that's going to be Johnson that gets whistled for that foul.
Pushing off, it looks like.
Oh, they called that offensive, did they?
I believe so.
No,
Okay.
they didn't. I didn't think so. Yeah, Lainey Johnson with the personal foul, and that's going to send Kerry Jordan to the line, the 8th grader for these Lady Warhorses. Correction.
No.
I'm gonna get to the right.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say,
get.
we
Yeah,
don't-
no,
don't know
I'm gonna get to the right. Mackenzie Green is there. It'd be nice if I would get the right.
It's okay, man. We all make mistakes, Doug. You know, we just don't. Most people don't point out the other person's mistake, so we're not going to. It's okay, buddy.
That's right.
The student section.
They was
in here
rough. They
yelling,
were
huh?
rough. Dyer thought about it now, kicks it across. Johnson's got it. She'll set things back up top. Ducey now working her way around the corner into Courts. And still, that zone has stretched out a little bit. There's a three that's errant, knocked away.
No boxing out right now by either team, really.
Dyer inside now kicks it back out. And trying to run down, I guess, the last 20 seconds or so of this. Over into the corner. Good cross-court pass. Now driving to the basket. That one up and still no good. Shots just not falling in this one. Good defense on that last set down the floor.
That. Great job.
3, now 2. We'll see what Dyer's got from half court. At the buzzer doesn't go. And a very low-scoring first period. Oak Hill 8, Peabody 3. You see that on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. And we'll be back for second quarter action right after this.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Time for a red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
Second quarter action getting ready to get started. Doug Gann, Billy Friends, Chuck Perkins bringing you all the action from the Cenla Clash, brought to you by OneT Photography, brought to you by Val Stitch Witch Boutique. Sheriff Mark Wood has helped out. We congratulate him on his re-election and thank him for the support of this Oak Hill team and BU Designs. And there's a lost ball that will stay with Oak Hill.
Yep, good pressure right there by Oak Hill, forcing the turnover.
Unofficially, Billy 0 for 12. That's going to send Dyer to the line to shoot, too. 0 for 12 for Oak Hill in that first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you, it's rough because, again, they are open. But those, that's something you have that type of deal when you're playing, especially if you're a good team like this Oak Hill, team here as she makes the first one.
Gets that, and that's shooter's touch is what that is. Good as she's 3 for 3 from the line and nothing like that to jinx somebody. But what do you do? It's stats, not a jinx.
And there goes the second in and out. It did. It did a good rebound.
That's what I'm here for.
And just takes it, does
and she'll get back to the line with an opportunity to redeem me. That's why I should have had the Dr. Pepper icy.
Yep. Next time she'll bring one for all of us.
That's right.
That'll teach you, Dyer.
That'll teach you.
Put you in dire straits.
9-3 in this one. 7:38 to go until halftime. That one, we may have been the ultimate.
Yeah, you ruined it for this young lady.
I very well could
I do have a question, though, and this is all seriousness. I just wonder if the student section, as to where they are right now, after half, will move to the other side.
That one up and good.
Probably not.
No, they'll stay right there where they're at.
Look at the hustle. And they're going to call is that a foul?
No.
They're going to call that on green.
Yep.
And that's a couple of fouls on Christina. And you see just the frustration. It's just this, I don't know if Thanksgiving week has this team kind of lethargic. Amaya Courts back in.
Ate turkey early.
There's a pass inside, trying to beat this freshman edge. You're going to travel. They call it a double dribble. Could have called really anything you wanted to, as that back foot just slid down the court.
Watching the professor on and one, their second though. That's an old reference.
I got you.
It's okay. I knew what I meant.
I said what I said. Just off on the shooting, and then maybe a step off. But this defense from Peabody's just been there. There's Alexis Dyer. She's taking things over down in the paint.
Again.
That's 8 for the senior center.
And that's going to be Oak Hill ball. Yeah.
Turnover.
Another turnover by Peabody, and that full court press by Oak Hill as what's kept this game here, definitely close because their shooting has not been too well for Oak Hill.
It's like your keys to the game the other day.
Yeah, whoever
Turnovers.
scores them. Oh, I was gonna say
Whoever scores the most is going to win
points
this one.
No. The turnovers.
Good hustle that time down low. Back inside to Dyer. She's money down there. That's 10. First player to double digits. She's got 10 of the Lady Rams 14.
And look at that. Good job.
No. They went on the ground first. It
Look,
should, yeah.
and
they
trying to
should
plead
step
her case, and the official down on the baseline just shaking his head, and they share a little laugh in there. That's good. Always working.
I love it.
Over the top. That's going to find its way, but look, hustling
But don't
down,
give
and
it no
that's
kill.
just tremendous hustle by Courts.
Oh, I got
And
it.
that's going to be a turnover. I'm telling you, that's young lady, Courts, 34,
Yeah.
just hustle play, getting down the court to get that, and
Yeah,
the Lady Rams will bring this around. Billy, just see if that one could go, and it does.
Hey, we got one.
Thank
The
you very
gates are
much. That
open.
one is there. Laney Johnson gets the first 3 of the
Telling
night.
you, once it starts, man, it's going to go.
And look, they had better looks and better shots at it than the other ones. That one just
Another
happened to
steal.
find in. Look,
What a
Another
save.
steal.
shooter's going to shoot. Oh, good cross-court
with
work.
the big steal.
Look, I've been impressed with Courts, without a doubt.
Here it is again, Laney Johnson.
Oh, she's got it heating up as Laney.
Told you, you break that seal, buddy, it's gone.
Laney has done just that. She's got back-to-back threes. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. Lady Rams on top big in this one now, opening things up 20-3. They trailed 3-2 at one point, and it's been all Oak Hill since then. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching the Cenla Clash, brought to you by OneT Photography right here on 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons.
There we go, 20-3. Your score remains 6:06 to go until the break. Doug Gann, Billy French, Chuck Perkins, 446 Sports, bringing you the Cenla Clash of 2023. Going back over the top, that hits the. It's like Jerry World. It hits the scoreboard and it's
like
it's dead.
Yeah.
That's right. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. One
Man,
hit the ceiling.
They have no inbounds right now for this Peabody Lady Warhorses right now. They're just such good job by Dyer standing in front of them.
Yeah, the pressure is there. And this is what you expected to see out of Oak Hill. That one missed. But, again, it's been done. They made the difference when Coach West called timeout and got her ladies to start driving to the basket. And then a couple of three-pointers by Laney Johnson has really opened it up.
I'm going to give it to the student section. That's the reason that they started playing better.
We'll take that. That's correct. Very well choreographed grief they're giving. That shot up, and it is no good. Rolling around. Johnson battling for the rebound. Both players are going to go out of bounds. And we'll see who she's tangled up with over there. 25 that's down there hustling. And great work by Aisha Davis.
I mean, defense has been very good for Peabody. Aside from this last couple of minutes, they've hung in well.
Hustle and defense. They've had an inability to score. But, I mean, they have played and battled. And if you look at it just on the floor, you wouldn't expect there's going to be a back court. Yeah, that's just
yeah, you can't get that close.
tremendous work by Brawley Ducey. And you just continuing to play to the sidelines and play to the midcourt stripe and work every inch of this court.
Yeah, you can tell the veteran leadership here on this Oak Hill team just doing every little detail right.
Inside to Dyer. She misses, gets her own board, cleans it up. That's the board in the bucket for Alexis Dyer.
That's 12 for Dyer already here out of the 22. Trying to make a case for her player of the game.
Early, but if Laney heats up like she's doing, she's back-to-back threes before that two-point bucket. And look at the inside work. And that's and look, everybody is around the ball. This time, on. That's one of those you got to watch out. Somebody could get hurt. But look at the work of Jody Jowers, the junior forward that's in there.
Look how much fun they're having, though, man. I tell you what, Riley Ducey just having a good time here. You can see Herb Dyer's having a good time. Green.
Subs coming in for Peabody.
And it looked like they got a foul on number 1 on that one. I thought that's what he called there.
Kiesha Jones, I didn't see it. Kiesha Jones checks back in for Peabody for Oak Hill. Cassie Lacaz makes her way in, and one other that I
Jody
did not.
Jowers back in the ball game, I think.
440. Oh boy, that's close. 4:46 remaining until halftime. Had that one teed up for a couple of seconds. Back up top is Laney. She's going to fire that one away and bang.
And
gets her third. She's like, hold on a second, guys. We don't go till after 4 quarters. She's got 3
to win the game.
Jumping in and look, that is just such pressure. Could have been a foul whistle there.
And the coach for Peabody,
yeah, Coach Stewart saying, hey, look, y'all got to carry. Everybody's getting back into the front court and not staying back here.
Again, Peabody, there we go, trying to get something, and good turn, crossover right there.
Watching some of the comments that are coming across on our Facebook feed, too. We just appreciate the folks that are getting on and watching this. It's great to see. Great to see those.
Yep, thank you so much to those of you watching. And remember, hit like and subscribe. All you got to do is hit that little bell. It'll notify you when next game that we have coming on.
Even those that are watching from local news outlets that like to take some of our clips and use them in their broadcast.
I see Mary Margaret watching here. She enjoys some good basketball here.
And look, Coach Stewart trying to get him a little explanation on that, and not going to let it go just yet in here.
All right, Riley Ducey, point guard here for Oak Hill.
If this stays like it is, and there's a lot of basketball to go in this one, that's going to set up an interesting matchup tomorrow at 7 o'clock between Glen Mora and Oak Hill. That one bounces around. Johnson misses. Battles around, gets her board, but now it's out of there and to Glasper. Glasper trying to go coast to coast, but hopping in. And I'm telling you, that young lady there has been all over the place, has Ducey. Into the corner, Laney. Why not try another one? Misses that one. Shot that one just a little straight. Didn't have a lot of arc on it.
Not too high. Too high, too straight.
Coach Pace back watching there. Glad to have her aboard, and should be happy. No, still have my purple shirt on. So there you have it.
Still good. Well, I hope so.
Still got it. Well, I don't have any. See, the problem is I don't have any Oak Hill gear. I come out to do a tournament in Oak Hill, and I got no Oak Hill gear.
Well, we can't be changing shirts for every team that's playing in a tournament.
Well, no, it's the host team is what it is.
Coach Pace, you can see
there. Yeah, that's
going to be a foul on 10 of Peabody right there. That is Kiera Jones.
Kiesha Jones.
So I can't read my own handwriting.
Shot bounces around, and it is no good from Lacaz, the junior guard.
Oh, look. Hey, just you what, you stay out of my cooler at the office, Mary Margaret. You can't have one of my Red Bulls now.
Now, look.
All my coworkers.
In our defense, that went back to one of their plays of the week last week. Is what it was. Good block down low. Coming around and just battling underneath, and still take nothing away from this defense of Peabody. They have been solid. There's Ducey. She's going to try to go coast to coast. That one gets out of there.
I tell you what, 32 for Peabody. Mackenzie Green. You can tell she's kind of raw with the way the game is going, but man, does she hustle. She gets on the floor. She's back and forth. Very, very, I guarantee you Coach Stewart's very happy with the effort that young lady's given today.
Cetus whistled for the foul. And that'll get a couple of subs in there. 26-3, just the lone basket for Peabody. Came back in the first. Gave them actually a 3-2 lead at that point. Now back the other way. That shot is up off the back iron and no good. Rebound controlled by Oak Hill. And they are off and running again at the hands of Ducey. Nearly thrown out of bounds, but recovered. Jowers has it inside back to Ducey. She's going to stop and pop from the middle of the key, and she gets it.
Very nice. That's her 4th point of the ball game for Ducey. Thought that she was going to give it up to Lainey Johnson out here in the wing, but no. And still with that full court press, man, it's very hard for Peabody to break that.
And look, we talked to Coach West early on, and she is going to press. There's a double dribble, so it'll be a turnover. She will press with this team, no matter who's in there, all 32 minutes of the game. They will press and press and press.
And she did mention that. She's like, even if we're big, up big, she's like, I'm not trying to run up the score. I said, we're trying to teach, and we're trying to keep our girls in shape.
3 ball is up, and it's money there. Jody Jowers gets her 4th three-pointer here in the second. And after missing all 11. Go ahead, Billy.
That was nothing but net on Jowers' 3 right there. That was absolutely beautiful form, and you're extending the lead to 31-3 now.
Called that on who? 1-3?
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah, that was Braylee Cetus that picked up that foul. Banging around, and that's going to be Ducey.
That'll be 12.
That picks that one up. And you'll get that in that pressing.
Yeah.
Over to the near side, though. Set to inbounds, Lady Warhorses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Offensive foul there, and that'll be whistled on 14 for Peabody. That's Jayla Sanders that tries to fight through the screen. And Coach Stewart getting all he wants of it. And if he's liable to get teed up if he's not careful here, he's worked his way all the way down.
Yeah, just you can tell the Peabody Lady Warhorse getting a little frustrated by this full court press.
Spun around to the far side, 2 minutes even back to the top. And that was Rosalind Ducey. Back inside to Dyer. She's looking for somebody.
Nice
good
cut.
Pass. Well, the pass, moving without the basketball is what this Lady Rams team does so well.
Very, very good. And just everybody knows their position. They know what to do. They know where to be in the right spot here. And once shots start falling like they started here, they're very tough to deal with.
Inside pass to Dyer, very off mark on that one. Rebound, flat-footed control. Rosalind Ducey, the 8th grader, says, look, I'm just going to sit here and grab it and shoot.
Just never left her feet. Yet.
Right,
Both
right. Get it across half court, and that's been a struggle in its own right. That 3 is up, and it's off the mark. Kind of an errant shot from the start falling away. Dyer picks it up and gets it back up to Ducey. Briley's got it, and she gets it in the front court. Trying to go to the basket, now kicks. Spinning around on the floor is Addison Nugent. And jumping in and causing the held ball is Peabody back in for the Warhorses. Alexia Hampton also in. Number 34 is Courts. Back in for Peabody is Hongo.
I was waiting on Chuck to say it. He didn't do it. I was going to say Courts is on the court.
Oh.
But he didn't do it.
Encourage him.
I was just saying, we've been on this side of the court for so long that over there where they just ended up down to the ball, there's like 36 marks on that wall over there where the paint's missing.
See what you do, Billy, when you stir it up.
I know.
Y'all enjoy tomorrow evenings. We will not, Billy and Chuck will be here on the broadcast. I'll be over at Walk-Ons. I will be at Walk-Ons, and there won't be any of those ill-timed sound effects that aren't supposed to happen during the game. 33-3 in this one. They'll call Courts again. Is that her second or third foul?
That should be her. I think that's going to be her 3rd. But, yeah, I mean, y'all got a big, big game Friday night. I know you got your coaches show tomorrow with Coach Thomas Bachman here. Edna Carr. It's going to be a heck of a matchup. I know it's a 3rd round, but this is going to have a lot of a state championship feel between the Ash Trojans and the Edna Carr Cougar. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be fun.
I think so, too, and what a great atmosphere. Probably the best entrance into a game that Edna Carr has, and you see it on the video, but you'll be able to experience right out in the middle of it. We'll be outside in the crisp, cool night air. And looking forward to getting down there and just seeing it. Well, that scared me. I'd have missed that shot, but calmly and coolly sinking that is Jayla Sanders.
I love it. That's good stuff. I love student sections.
Going inside, that's going to and one.
My goodness, Jody Jowers.
Yeah, that's going to be an and one. Now count the basket. 35 is going to be there on the foul is Hongo. And that will get Asia Davis back in. We'll see Lacaz make her way back in, but we expect she's coming. Nope, she'll go sit back down. Under a minute, 48.1 to go until halftime, 35-4 in this one. That shot is up, and it is good. So the and one is complete from Jowers, 3 the old-fashioned way. 32 and 14 come back in. That is Jordan and Mitchell. So everybody into this one tonight. Coach Casey West able to get everybody in and out. That's just a turnover and a steal, looking to get there, unable to finish it. But a great job jumping into the passing lane. Off the backboard and too hard for that one to go. Peabody will pull it back out, spun around. 26 and counting. Look, Peabody wanting to hold just a bit, and Oak Hill saying, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah. We're gonna put some pressure on you, make you turn it over. And that's something that Oak Hill's done all game long. Force turnover after turnover after turnover. And it's impressive the way this full crowd. And you look at the players for Oak Hill, they're not breathing hard.
No.
You could tell they do this a lot in practice.
Look, let's rewind a little bit. When it was 8-3 at the end of the first quarter, and the comment that you and I made, and we were looking at it and saying, hey, 8-3, boy, this is not what we expected. Well, here comes this 28-point second quarter for them, and that's what you expected.
It starts with that pressure. I mean, and it leads to better shots, easier shots, and it's overwhelming for this Peabody team.
It is, and they're a bucket away from a 30-point quarter held ball.
And I was thinking, too, whenever you talk about how lethargic it was there for a while, and that full court press really just added some fire to all of this.
And multiple turnovers by this Peabody offense. And then there's that low. Oh, my goodness.
It's just, it's.
And the young lady coming into the ball game here.
9/10 of a second left.
Don't know that we will see many of the starters in the second half for Oak Hill. You know, she'll want to get some action because, look, she made the point. You can't get conditioning the way we want. You can't get the play that we want just by playing a half.
Yeah.
And so expect a lot of things put in there, but an explosive second half for Oak Hill. They really played like we thought Oak Hill would play coming into this.
Second quarter, completely different. A lot of better defense here in the second quarter, which allowed them to make a lot of better shots on turnovers on their end of the court. So great job right there by the Oak Hill team in that second quarter to really make it hurt.
Indeed, and one thing we got to start looking at, and don't know that these starters will play a lot into the second half, is we're going to have to figure out a player of the game.
Yep.
For this first one.
Dyer and Laney Johnson kind of leading the way. Jody Jowers has had a pretty good little run that second quarter as well. We'll see, again, I think the last game that we had, Branch, what hurt her is nothing she did. She just came out of the ball game almost at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and it allowed the young lady to come in, Wells, to come over and really take that MVP. But, again, it's anybody's game right now here with Laney and Dyer leading the way.
What a great first day of basketball here. This is the Rapides Parish Girls Basketball Tournament. It is the 2023 Cenla Clash. We are bringing it to you from the opening tip to the final buzzer, and it's all brought to you by OneT Photography, Chef Mark Wood, Val's Stitch Witch Boutique, and BU Designs. We're going to take and step away for just a couple of minutes. When we come back, you see it on your screen there. We appreciate all of those folks that were supportive of it, and otherwise we wouldn't be able to come out and bring these to you. But it's Thanksgiving week. We're having a good time. We'll be back right after this. You're watching girls high school basketball right here on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
Time for a red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investment.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Lock On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Back to Oak Hill we go. Doug Gann, Billy French, Chuck Perkins bringing you day one of the Cenla Clash here. Peabody getting set to wrap things up on their warm-ups. There you go, Billy. Impressions of that first half. Thoughts on it?
Yeah, a little slow start from the Oak Hill team. Again, we knew what capabilities they had, being the state champions, every one of them coming back from last year. Just took them about a quarter to kind of get warmed up here. Had a great 33-point, I believe, second quarter there.
28.
Yep. And so we, I imagine it's going to kind of stay a little bit of the same early on here, and then I would think you're going to see a lot of the younger players.
First quarter was 8-3.
Yeah.
Second quarter was 28-1.
Yeah. So that
difference.
Goes to tell you, yeah.
They started penetrating, getting to the basket, and then of course Lainey Johnson with her 3 threes, and that gives you an idea of where we're at here as we begin the third quarter of play. Inside to Dyer, looked for the backdoor cut. Big time block coming up. But look, I'll tell you.
That's Jones, yeah.
We had the I guess the pleasure of sitting here and listening to Coach Gary Stewart talk to his players that were out there, and he made one thing perfectly clear. We got to fight.
Yeah.
We're down by 30-plus points in this game, and if you don't want to fight, go sit down.
Yeah, and you got to love that kind of you got to have that take. He's no nonsense, and I like that as
That's
a
right.
coach.
Absolutely.
Effort is one thing that you can always give. You might not have the same amount of talent as the opposing team, but effort's always right there, and he's not going to let them come out. He told them, if you don't want it, you don't go sit down.
Dyer picks up the first points here in the second half.
Been impressed by that young lady.
She's got 13.
Alexis Dyer has been lights out here in this ball game, defensively and offensively.
Good offensive rebound by Christina Green, but the ball is tied up, and that's going to put Oak Hill back in defense. And for the first time starting out this second half, they've dropped back into a half-court zone.
Yep. Again, don't want to run up the score too much, but want to make sure that you stay in shape.
Moving the ball around and trying to drive in, but there is Dyer. Arms up, extended. Good work out front.
Just sealing all those lanes. All the Oak Hill players just keeping it to where those passing lanes are so tough to get through.
You talk about the freshman Brayley Cetus, who was in there, just a solid ball player off the bench, and you would expect nothing less from your dad being a coach.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he's going to make
inside work. There's Dyer to finish that off. But look at the work by Christina Green to get that into her, give the assist to Green.
Again, Dyer's getting all the points, but she's getting some help underneath the goal here with some Evie. And good job right there.
Good steal.
That's Courts.
Wow. Courts goes down to Christina Green, and she's paid off for her assist from earlier. Gets the basket on there. I will tell you this, though. This Oak Hill team is not going to be able to start slow tomorrow night against that Glenmore team.
And out comes all the starters back into the ball game for Oak Hill.
Well, you want to see how this first couple of minutes were to start things off, and now you get a...
I say the starters. It's a mixed bag right now. You've got Dyer's in the game. Green is in the game. So they're going to kind of give a couple of the starters are going to come back in, but also some of the backups.
We have reached a running clock situation on there, too. You see that it continues to run as things get going. So.
I wonder what the score is for it to do that. Is it a 30?
35? 41-4. No.
I mean, is it 35?
the score.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, I mean,
but
didn't know when it
here comes
started.
that younger group, and great work by that offensive unit.
Yep. And this is, I'm telling you, going to be I'm so excited about some of the matchups we're going to see tomorrow. Of course, I was excited about today. Games lived up to the hype. Game of the day for me, as the shot goes up and no good.
Goes back to the earlier question from Chuck.
Yes.
Is the student section going to move? They don't need to.
No, you can hear them from across the court.
Unassisted.
At our next stoppage, Chuck, we'll let you get a shot of that unit that was over there. That is brought out of there. Laney Johnson kicks it
Good
back
save.
inside.
Look at the passing.
There's just a good mixture of starters and some younger players that are in there working on that. And so, Chuck, now you're going to get – there's that student section.
You can see him going at it. And
All four of them.
As soon as they go to shoot a free throw, does Peabody, they yell with the most loudest they can.
Oh, look, you just got to love it. It's Thanksgiving week. Let's have some fun.
That's right. Everybody's out of school enjoying it. The tornado hopefully didn't hurt or hit anybody here. No damage done.
We'll drive out that way when we go back to town. Good work there. That's Riley Doucet. She's going to go
Beautiful
the steal and the
left hand
score.
right there. My goodness.
Number 15 was the one that helped start that steal, too.
You know,
He's the one that batted it away a little bit.
Again, our man Brett letting us know there, OneT Photography, our title sponsor, and our information specialist.
Yes.
The game gets to 35 points and it starts, and he won't ever stop if it gets below 35.
I want to see Brett in his ref gear again, and let's tell him to get out here and just come sit with us.
Tomorrow would be great.
Yeah, I want him in his gear, though. I want his full he ain't going to be refereeing, but I want him in his referee gear, and he can come sit by me and help do color commentary tomorrow.
Wow.
Dyer in that group, so they're switching younger groups in with some experienced veterans there. You see Dyer come back in. 14 is there. Arella Mitchell. 1, Christina Green. We've seen her hustle all over the place.
Yes.
Of course, Quartz comes back in there, and we'll check the other that is on. It's to the far
just
side.
rotating 5 at a time, baby. That's a nice little thing to do. You can just entire team just rotate.
Like a line change in hockey.
Yeah.
Carrie Jordan was the other member of that 5 that changed. Hustling down is Green.
Yeah, hold on. He's saying over here that it was tipped.
Yep, that will call no backcourt. So stepping up and definitely making the call that was there, and that's going to be Peabody basketball.
Yeah, he's saying it was tipped, so he's not calling the backcourt. Peabody trails 43-4 here. This Oak Hill team just starting to pull away here with fresh legs and just very nice.
Good-looking three-pointer. Asia Davis gets the 3. And again, this is that point where you won't come out of it, even if it gets under 35. The clock does not get out of a non-running situation. There's a pass inside.
There it is again from deep. And no good. That's good.
Up into that aforementioned student section.
Look, they're pointing for him. And we got a set of 5 coming in again.
5 and 2, huh? 5 for Oak Hill, 2 for Peabody.
Yeah, that's that line change that's there.
Shift. Here we go with the Jowers there with a good pass, slinging it.
Foot on the line, but still had it held up. And that doesn't, that
Plinko
once
on the back of the
once it goes up there, it's out. 1:45 and rapidly winding down this third quarter of play. Again, it's into that running clock situation, and they won't come out of it. It's been since that first quarter when it was 8-3.
Yep.
It's been all Oak Hill in this one.
just intense defense on every. It doesn't matter which defense comes in, which starters are back and forth.
Well, that's the making of a good team and a very disciplined Coach Casey West. She told us that's how it was going to be, and true to form. And to tell you, Billy, had they not been 0 of 11 from the line, from beyond the arc in the first quarter, I mean, it would have been worse than that.
Worse. Absolutely. But that's how you get championship runs, is by having that kind of depth that can do things when your starters might not be clicking so well. You put in that second group here, and they just dominate, and you can hear the student section in the background.
And you got a shot of them because the screen was wide on there. So we'll probably clip them up and put them out somewhere. Absolutely.
Hey, there ain't many of them, but the few that are there, it's pretty loud. I'm enjoying watching them.
All 6 members of the student section that are along that
and
front
then a
line.
little boy
and then the little kid who's playing his video game. It looks like, there he is. He's like, look, I'm telling you, you just can't beat fun at the old ball game.
I love it.
She makes that last one.
44 to 7, 37-point margin for Buckeye Oak Hill. 11 seconds and counting here in this one.
Looking to shoot.
Off the mark, rebound is controlled down by Lacaz, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So what you're going to see tomorrow, we'll take a look at here. The Game 3 is going to be Peabody, so it'll be Ash and Peabody.
Yep.
First game of the afternoon is going to be the 4 o'clock game of Northwood Lena and Tioga, and that's going to be one for the ages. We'll watch a little bit of that while we're getting ready for the Thomas Bachman show. And then coming up at 5:30 is Ash and Peabody, and then a big-time game tomorrow night that will see Glen Mora and Oak Hill do battle, and we'll see how the West will be won in that one.
Tonight, just a personal opinion. I found the Glenmore Ash game was the game of the night so far.
Clearly,
that was such a great game. That tomorrow night you got 2 of those. I really think that Northwood Lena Tioga game is going to be down to the wire, and that Glenmore Oak Hill game is going to be so much fun. And man, it's going to be a fun night of basketball.
And look, that's going to set up that Wednesday at 3 o'clock final.
Yeah.
Those 2 winners will come back and play. So it's not really a double elimination tournament, as every team's guaranteed 2 games. But you've got a championship that's going to be between Northwood Lena and Tioga and Glenmore and Oak Hill.
Yep. Just great basketball, great high school girls basketball, and it's been fun. This is just day 1. And we got 2 more nights of this.
Day 1, and we're already looking ahead to that 3 o'clock Wednesday game.
But they've been so hospitable here at Oak Hill. Coach West has been awesome. We've been so welcoming. We're getting a lot of viewership. We're picking up some new subscribers that we've never had before. So we appreciate everybody that's watching and tuning in. And telling family members that can't make the game.
And look, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Doesn't cost you a nickel to do that. Hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time we go live. That's the easiest way to find us there, is go to youtube.com/446sports.
As Green knocks down the free throw here, 45-7 now.
This game will be wrapped up about 8:08 tonight. As here comes the next
Shift
wave
change
of Oak Hill players.
That could have easily been an offensive foul, but they kept the whistle in their pocket. And then now we've got one. I looked like maybe an elbow came out, but they kept the whistle. Didn't throw the flag. As we're still in football mode.
Getting Jody Jowers out of there. She and a group. She's the one that they whistled for the foul, so this entire group will change out of there. I guess the only drama left in this one, Billy, is who is going to be our MVP of the night in this game. So, and don't forget, we're going to name, and it'll come. Boy, that's going to be a tough choice. They've whistled 14 for the foul, and that is Mitchell that picks up
back here at center court.
So that is Glasper at the free throw line for Peabody. And it's good. That's her first point of the night.
14 and 10 coming in for Peabody. We're leaving 25 and
getting
35.
a lot of the young ones coming in here, getting some playing time.
So if Northwood loses that game tomorrow, if Tioga beats them,
yes,
then that will put Northwood into a noon game before then, because they're guaranteed. Let's see, that's the loser one comes down here in this Bolton. So that would bring, this one comes over here. They'll add another game.
They'll add another
because
game.
Northwood
So
Lena's got to have two.
It would have to be.
It'll be a 12 o'clock start.
Yeah, we don't
on
know
Wednesday.
who they're going to play, though.
Correct.
You know, they're going to have to offer that to somebody who wants that extra game. And I'm sure most of these teams would gladly take it.
Unless Northwood Lena doesn't want a second game.
Yeah, well, it's a two-game guarantee.
You're in here to play two. By way of the 1 seed, they have the 1, and they're in the semifinals of this one already. There's a long ball. It's up, and it's no good. 4:46 here to go on day 1. 4:46 remaining in this one.
Come on out tomorrow. If you couldn't make it tonight here, and we understand with the tornado and everything, there's a good drive right there by Peabody and going to be knocked out of bounds. Come out tomorrow, and I'm telling you, you're going to be you're probably off of work. Most people are out of work or school or whatever. Come out here, support Oak Hill, and come out and buy a ticket and watch 3 really good games of basketball here. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an awesome afternoon of high school basketball with some really good teams.
Well, one thing is absolutely certain. Nobody here on our team will have on Doug's purple shirt tomorrow night.
I do have a bunch of purple shirts.
Oh,
so
it'll
I'm
be
not gonna
washed
lie.
and it'll be on the show tomorrow night. I can promise you, just not this show. I
Remember,
can tell you.
my stepdaughter is a coach at Ash softball, so I
There you
have
have
plenty of Ash. And all 5.5 of them are
That's right.
up.
One is whistled on. Keasia Jones is whistled for the foul, and that's going to send Courts to the line, the sophomore point guard for Oak Hill. Shot is up, bangs off back iron, and no good. But again, it's been what we had hoped for out here. A lot of great basketball. And look, you talk about tomorrow. Don't sit home and watch this. Don't watch it on your phone. Come out here and watch the game live. These kids deserve it. And go back and watch it afterwards. We'll have more than double the viewers after the games are over with.
It's you got to support your local, and this is all Rapides Parish teams here. That's the whole purpose of this little tournament.
Oh, jumping in and making the big time steal there, trying to get the steal and the score, but instead going to go to the free throw line.
How awesome is
Carrie
that? She's
Jordan.
smiling. You see her smiling.
All of them out there having a good time.
We got a sub coming in for Peabody. That is number 4. That is Alexia Hampton coming into the ball game.
That one up, and it is no good.
Yep, no excuse tomorrow. Weather's going to be great. You don't have to worry about tornadoes.
And most folks ain't cooking till Wednesday.
That's right.
So come out and
How was the gumbo, Doug, by the way?
Gumbo was very good. Matter of fact, it's heated up and waiting at the house.
Yeah, I didn't get that
Oh,
invite.
we have to go by your house on the way home anyway.
Yeah.
That is true.
We'll call Mrs. 446 Sports and Doug said.
Look, I told y'all, you don't ever get to start anything with Doug
That's
said
right.
because that carries no weight.
That is Sanders with the point. 2 points right there for Peabody. Minute 50 left here in this ball game. 46-10. Oak Hill on top of Pitt. Good crossover right there. Up with the left hand and no good. And my goodness, that was close right there. That's number 3, Addison Nugent, with a beautiful little crossover. Tries to go up with the left hand and just misses the layup.
Just got a weather report saying it's going to be noticeably cooler in Pineville tomorrow, a high of 56.
Noticeably.
I'll
cooler.
notice that I need a hoodie when I come to work tomorrow.
XL?
XL. Appreciate you letting everybody know that. They call me Billy Tubby French.
Depends on how much gumbo he eats tonight.
Just a minute to go in this one. It's been a don't know if it's the game that we thought we would see out of Oak Hill in the first, but they continued along there and have been able to get some good experience for their players. And Coach Casey West and that group roll on here in Oak Hill, setting up a big matchup with Glen Mora tomorrow. That game is at 7 p.m. And again, it will be the nighttime matchup. All looking for a shot at the finals. Held ball, and it will go over to Oak Hill.
30 seconds left.
Again, the only drama left in this one is who our MVP of the game is. And Billy, I don't think it was a battle there. Laney Johnson hit a couple of threes in a row and had a good moment. But overall, their performance down low, inside the free throws has to go to Alexis Dyer, the senior center.
15 points and tons of great defensive stops, without question. Dyer is the MVP of this ball game.
Yeah, there's no doubt in our minds. So great work by this Oak Hill Lady Rams team. They did a fantastic job. Moving on to face Glen Mora, and what a game that's going to be at 7. Big one tomorrow at 4 o'clock, Northwood Lena and Tioga.
Yeah, we're going to be out here tomorrow getting ready for that first game. Will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
A recent rematch, as a matter of fact.
Northwood Lena and Tioga. And then, of course, at 5:30 will be Ash Peabody. 7 o'clock, Glen Mora and Oak Hill. So if you get a chance to get out here and come watch, come support a great tournament here that they shift places pretty much every year of this tournament.
Yes, they do. It goes around to the different schools, and was supposed to be at Glen Mora last year, but had some issues there prior to so moved that around, and then it went, and it's made its way back over here to Oak Hill. I think it was at Bolton a year. It was at Plainview over there, and so just a great group of folks that are putting all of this on. That is Alexis Dyer going to be our player of the game. Go back and look at the couple that run. Oh, that's an offensive foul. Come on now.
Got to blow the whistle right
you
there.
You can't do that.
Right.
That is
that is a member. Punch. How about that?
Yeah, that is a member of the 2022 runner-up. Let's see that senior right there. That's Kylie Johnson out there that was on that runner-up team there in the blue shirt. Coming out getting a little bit of warm up here. Hadn't played in a while, I would imagine.
Dominating underneath and shoving. Yeah, where's the foul? Come on now, that's offensive.
I would almost bet that's a sister.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Our first game player of the game was Naomi Dishman, the freshman, coming out and excelled in that one. Player of the game in game 2 from Glen Mora was Landon Kate Wells. She was just all over the place from three-point land. And then player of the game for this final contest was Alexis Dyer. What does day 2 hold? The one guarantee is it's going to hold a lot of good basketball. Again, we'll recap it. Northwood Lena and Tioga will kick things off at 4 o'clock. 5:30 will be Ash and Peabody. And then the nightcap is going to be Glen Mora and Oak Hill. Oak Hill will be the home game. Glen Mora will be the away team in it. The first one, Northwood Lena, is home. Tioga will be away, and Ash and Peabody, again, are sandwiched in between there. That's going to wrap it up for us here from Oak Hill, day 1 of it. Billy French, Chuck Perkins. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.